Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. For our Game Changer segment, we will be including our audience on today's special edition. We will take one story from our different social media platform and read your stories on air. We will be doing this immediately after the ladies are done with sharing their own Game Changer story. Today, as usual, we'll be highlighting the stories of resilience that has shaped us into who we are today. Of course, we've been doing this every Friday for the past few weeks, sharing from our stories to encourage people about resilience, strength, making the best and changing the game. Now, you are one gingered sister of mine. As in, every time I see Dami on Instagram, I'm like, geez, can somebody have this much energy? And I've been thinking back to, because I'm writing my book, which is story of my life, and drawing lessons. Nice. And I am working with a writing coach to help me make it more strong. And she was forcing me to come up with, to think about my past. Now, I'm someone that when things have happened, I don't live in the past. But she made me think. And then I remembered how bullied I was in my junior secondary school in boarding house. And I shared it on the show. Now, I rarely share it because I've decided to forget about it. But I was reminded when I saw my secondary school mate who bought sweet corn from me, and she told me that she just bought sweet corn and went. I went to give her, to collect change for her, and apparently she was gisting about me, that Tope really suffered when she was in school.
Wow.
So when she saw me, she was like, you say you only did junior secondary school together? I said, yes, so I suffered and they had to rescue my life by taking me away from that boarding school. But the fact that she could also remember, and this is how many years after, the level of bullying I went through.
It was really terrible.
But it was really terrible. I did not speak Yoruba, and I'm in a Yoruba area, Ayetoro. Yes, in Ogun State. I was in comprehensive high school, Ayetoro, boarding house. I wasn't speaking Yoruba. I was very tall. I was very sheltered. I was very butty. And I was thrown into a public school, and I've always been in a private school. So I was very fish out of water. I did not even know what I was doing. Yeah, so it was really, really bad. So, but when I now told my writing coach, she was surprised that how come it's not affecting who you are today. That's the game changer part. That you will go through some things, and it will not color your life forever. You will not be attacking everybody because you were once bullied. But did you guys go through boarding school, and were you ever?
I went to command secondary school, the Buakwata Ibadan. And that school, when you go to military school from your JSS 1, I think it's something that my secondary school, maybe that would be my game changer story, because I remember vividly a few months back when I went to the school, I actually accused them that I was supposed to sue them. Because I remember that when I was leaving SS3, I was actually in chains. I was chained because of something I didn't know anything about.
Wow.
But I remember that when I left, I told them that if I'm going to come back to this school, you people will have a reason to reckon with me. And that was my game changer story. Because I think when we finished WAEC, boys came to the hostel. But because I passed at the time when the boys gained entrance, the junior students who saw me then just assumed that I was the one who opened the door and went straight to the VP Academics, who lived opposite our hostel, and reported the incident. And the next thing in the morning, they brought, it was a military school, so they brought Godo Soldier, everybody, where's Banire, and I was somehow quite popular because I was friends with this student, Sheung Lawal. Of course she knows, Sheung Badebo Lawal, who everybody assumes, because she was also a military child, that she's wicked, because she was in Ojo, I lived in Festac, so automatically when you are friends with Sheung, it's like, you are a bad person already. So I had that transfer of identity on me without even understanding. So the next thing when they came back, everybody, and they chained me in the...
Chained? When you said chained?
I was on chain as a secondary school student. I'm telling you, as an SS3 student, chained hands and legs, because the report was I allowed boys enter the hostel. And I was there for 3 days. And until when my mother came to actually, to school, that was when I was being released.
3 days?
3 days. Yes, at the security post. I still said it to last month when I went there.
You did not steal?
I slept there as a girl.
You did not steal?
I didn't steal.
No, but she allowed boys. They
No, I
said
did. They
allegedly.
said allegedly that I was
a
the one
serious
that.
crime,
So they didn't even ask me.
No
You understand? There
investigation.
was no investigation. People didn't come out to say this. That's why I told the recent commandant last week. I said I was supposed to sue you people.
It was a game changer story because
So-
that must be why you defend.
No,
Nobody should
so
lie on top of my head.
for me, it's like, oh, the stone that the builders rejected became a tree. And I told them there and then, I said, any reason I have to come back to this school, you will have to reckon with me. And I think that I carried on. And somebody asked me yesterday that, oh, you seem like a person that has so much to prove to people. I said, yes, because my father didn't want me to do broadcasting. I went to College of Aviation in Zaria. He wanted me to be a pilot. I left from there. He sent me to...
Imagine you a pilot, though. We thought this your talk.
Do you understand?
The plane, you know, telling us.
No, we will
go
gist
take
all
off
through.
today.
We will gist all through. And after then, he said, no, if you don't want to be a pilot, you have to go to Petroleum Training Institute. Don't worry. I wrote the exam again. But I remember that the main game changer was, I like what I'm doing. I studied mass communication. And I looked at them in the eyes, my both parents, and I said, see, there's no how I'll die before you. You people will die before me. So let me do a profession that I can defend for myself, that I love. And that was my game changer story. And since then, my dad will call me. If he watches it now, he say, you talked about me, you did, last week that you talked on the show, this one, I said, really, you that when you pass, they will off everything, if that means on TV. And so, because I've been able to make them proud over the years, my resilience, I remember when I used to wear my mom's clothes on
remember.
TV.
Let us hear from Amaka
So,
before
there's a lot of game changers.
And that's the thing. The beauty of what we're doing on the show is to make people remember. Because sometimes we've moved on and we don't remember. So this game changer makes you think about these things that have built resilience in you because you're now moving on. You don't remember that the things that made you who you are important.
Yeah, true.
I'd like to hear from...
Yeah, so I'm also going to talk about my secondary school and then the God factor, right? Yes, I went to a Catholic school, Maris Academy to be precise. And I'm not a morning person, never have been, except, you know, if there's money and business involved. But then I realized that I had to like wake up in the morning, say the rosary, go to church and stuff. And then sometimes that used to be annoying. I used to find it annoying because you just want to sleep more, sleep extra.
A bit more.
Yeah, it's a bit more. And then you now find students that they won't stand up as they're standing. They can stand and sleep. You know, you have to come up with different ways to catch up on your sleep. But then the amazing thing is that that whole upbringing and teachings as what has sustained over the years, sustained my life over the years. You understand? It also made me resilient. Like even as an adult, I'm living by myself, I'm doing my own thing. Why I know that if I want to sleep all day, all week, in fact, it's
And
okay
yet you are still
to sleep.
productive.
But yeah, you're still productive.
Disciplined.
You still have to wake up at night, midnight, do kabash, do midnight prayer and everything because that resilience is now a part of you, where you know that regardless of what's going on, the God factor is more important than anything. And so I hold on to that.
So now we'll take some of our social, because we posted it online that people should share their game changer stories. And we got a few, but we'll be taking one from Twitter. Ramatu has the one from Twitter.
I've always wanted to become a filmmaker because of my love for movies. I told family members about my aspirations. All were in support of my dreams, except my cousin. He works in the entertainment industry, so I kind of idolized him while growing up. When he heard about my inspirations, he said, I can never make it as a filmmaker at this age. To be honest, his words hurt me very much. So I decided to prove him wrong. I went on YouTube to learn the concepts of filmmaking since I have no experience and how to create a screenplay for movies. It took me a month and few days for me to learn it all extensively. To the glory of God, I have concluded writing the screenplay for my first short film, and production begins next year.
Wow, congratulations. This is from Ewe Uti Biebasi. That's the one you just read from Facebook. Yes. That's so beautiful. So,
Sean Baruwa says, my game changer story made things happen by looking for and seeing things that others didn't see in me. I made sure to strive to be innovative in several ways because I came from nothing, and despite family members not helping me and my mom when my dad passed, I still came out true and right. My mom stood by me and sold lots of things except hard drugs just to make sure I went to school. Will it be wrong to say that my mother is my game changer? We'll be glad if my comment is read on air, and your comment is being read on air. God bless your mother.
God bless your mother.
She reaped the fruit of her labor.
Yes, so please take good care of her. And of course, Sheun Baruwa's mommy, we are celebrating you.
Yes.
I wish she put her name so we can call out her name. But there are many mothers and fathers who are game changers in the life of their children, and we really should use the opportunity to celebrate them. So you can take the final
Yes, I have
one.
the final one from Instagram, and it's Dr._Fasonya. And she's saying that my game-changing moment was earning my PhD at just 26.
Wow.
It wasn't an easy journey. Balancing research, teaching, and personal growth was a challenge. There were moments I felt overwhelmed, but my passion for lifelong learning and desire to create an impact in education kept me going. The milestone reaffirmed my belief in that education is not a scam, but a powerful tool for transformation. Now, I dedicate my life to empowering young students and advocating for sustainable development. My story is a reminder that dreams are achievable, no matter where you start. The road may be tough, but the view in the destination is worth it.
Oh, these are so inspiring stories. From the PhD to the one that has written a screenplay and self-taught from YouTube.
Yes.
That's
and
game-changing.
he was even discouraged, as he tried to discourage him. But
from somebody he looked up to.
And even the one who's celebrating his mom. Thank you all so much for sharing your game-changer story with us. We definitely do cherish your stories of resilience, and we're hoping that these stories, as well as our story, would inspire you to pass it forward. Share it with your own family as well to inspire them. We'll go on a short break right now. When we return, it's Friday. We're doing either celebrity gist or lifestyle stories. We'll be taking one of such when we return after this break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.